is a process of decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. Tonight's episode is entitled Recovery is Healing. Healing is defined as to become sound or healthy again, to alleviate a person's distress or anguish, to restore to health, to reverse an undesirable condition, to make free from injury or disease, to make sound or whole. Healing can be described as rebounding, to come back, to recover broken pieces and make whole again. The key word here is again. To restore or recover means there was once a whole or entity that existed that somehow became broken. In order to recover, you must remember what was once whole, and then the injury that caused the whole to be broken. Recovery requires history. You must ascertain all the injury that broke the whole into pieces. To recover, we cannot act like the injury never happened. We cannot misremember the actions that caused the fall. We must treat the disease by first admitting that there is a disease, a sickness that must be overcome with treatment. For the disease of addiction, there is no cure. No magic disappearing of the malady that caused our disintegration into the fractured mess we all became after the onset of the destructiveness of disease that wants us dead. A disease that exists in darkness and despair, a disease that rests in misery, a disease that breaks us down to a puddle of residual pieces, a disease that, if not for the forgiveness and intervention of the God of our understanding, we most certainly would be absorbed into the deep, dark hole of death and consumed by our self serving, addictive behaviors. Recovery is healing. As humans, we must heal our faults. As humans, we are prone to commit errors and make mistakes. From creation forward, we were afforded the opportunity to repair our wounds. Within our DNA is the capability to restore our injured skin, hair, bones, and through the miracle of white blood cells, we can restore and repair most major components of our entire body. Scars are testimony of our movements. We fall, we get up, and then we walk. Never get sidelined by our guilt and shame, becoming stuck into non movement because of our fear of failing. Healing is a requirement of life. Our bodies totally replace every cell in our bodies every 100 days. Healing is mandatory for life. Just as healing is a mandate, so is recovery. Recovery is a decision to live and not die. There's a country song I've become fond of. Its title is Daddy, Walk a Little Straighter. I'm watching you. To recover is a gift from God, and his gifts send a message of hope to all those watching, and you never know who is watching your recovery. Recovery is healing, healing for ourselves and those we come in contact with. Each scar we carry is proof of our prior movement in failing. Our scars are evident physically, mentally, and spiritually. When we fall, we hurt in all phases of our existence. We feel pain physically and mentally. This pain is expressed in our spiritual realm as well. Each failing causes a disconnect from our source of spiritual light, leading us into darkness, a darkness where we are left to wander aimlessly and be set to stumble and trip over obstacles laid in our path. This constant stumbling results in falls and injury producing scars. Our faults need healing. The manner in which we get better is pronounced when we heal our faults. Healing requires treatment. Treatment demands we first recognize we have a scar or have been injured. Recognition of a scar is the only way a scar can be healed. Recognition of our faults mandates a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Only by recognition of our faults can we ever hope to heal our faults. Man, governments, and entire societies all have a need to heal their faults. Past misgiving and faults must be healed through recognition of the fault and a action of recovery. Only then can one expect to move on and do better. Recovery is healing because healing means to alleviate a person's distress and return to health. Our recovery is a decision to live a productive and meaningful life free from addictive behaviors that produce misery and anguish. Recovery is healing as it is a mandate to just do better, to fall down, get up, and then walk, to become whole again, to live life on life's terms, reveling and walking boldly, confidently in the light that comes from truth, the kind of truth that only comes from the God of our understanding. A reawakening by reconnecting with the truth from the God of our understanding, by walking in the light and seeing the correct direction to travel, to revive our moral capabilities and make the next correct decision, to take full advantage of the God given opportunity to just do better by learning better and making better decisions, thus getting more rewards and less consequences, thus resulting in a joyous, happy, and free daily existence worthy of teaching and leading others into a harmonious, truthful, God connected existence. This has been Trent Thomas on Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. Please leave your inspirational comments on transnetrecover.com/podcast. And please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. #TransNetRecover. Thank you.